pitching and the rest. How's that work for you?
It works for me, Jim. Yeah, well, we know the pitchers. We're going to know 90% of the lineup. Maybe not necessarily how it's laid up, but yeah, and we can pregame it. I'm always pregaming.
Yeah. And if I messed that up on YouTube and I wasn't live when I said that, I'm going to the game, so we got to do this before the lineup comes out. Jake,
Nice.
good win yesterday?
Good win yesterday, but Jim, I'm going to kick it back to you because if you forget to do this, you're going to be mad at yourself.
No, I know.
Oh, you just opened with it yesterday, so.
Yeah. Well, I'll do it right now. This pregame show is brought to you by Steakhouse Elite. Steakhouse Elite has all the burgers at the stadium. Sans like 2 locations, but they are the burger at Yankee Stadium. They had a location in the Bronx. They got called up to the big leagues because they got big league flavor. Born in the Bronx. I'm gonna go get one today when I go to the game. I'll let you know how good it is. It's gonna be delicious. I'm excited. Yeah, so when you think Yankee Stadium, you should be thinking Steakhouse Elite Burgers. Go there, try them, like we said. Get a Steakhouse Elite Burger, right? Talkin Yanks and mayo. Mayo. What are we, in California? Write it in ketchup or mustard. Take a picture, send it our way.
You're not a mayo on a burger guy?
No.
I think on the right burger it works. It's got to be light, though.
Very light. But, yeah. Well, anyway. They got all different kinds of burgers, too. They got like 3 different kinds of like meat burgers and all that stuff. They got the goods. I'm going to go get it. If you want to get it at home, we'll have the same meal. So we'll feel connected. I'll be in a Steakhouse Elite Burger at the stadium. Jake, you go find a store and buy it at the frozen section.
I'm excited to watch you eat it.
Okay. Cool.
That's what I'm geared up for.
Cool.
Yeah.
They're sponsoring the pregame show. Thank you. All right, Jake. Can we do the lineup construction? Like lineup guess?
Sure.
It'll make us look like idiots. I think I have a handle on it.
Okay.
I know what I'd like to see. And
What would you like
I
to
think what I'd like to see is likely to happen. Gary's not going to catch because it was a night game, now it's a day game. But he's been swinging a hot bat, so I think he DHs.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
I think that puts Ford on the bench and rounds out the infield with LeMahieu at first, Glaber at second, Didi at short, and Gio at third.
Okay.
Romine behind the dish.
What am I buying the dish?
Judge had a good game yesterday. I put Judge in right field. Gardy made a great catch in center field, and he's swinging well. Put Gardy in center, and then what's Plesac? A lefty or a righty?
It's a righty.
So I play Talkman, even though Talkin's better versus lefties. And then my bench is Cam, Young Prince, Tyro, and Ford.
Yeah, interesting. Tyro's a little bit of a wild card day game after night game 2. You wonder if they rest Glaber or Didi because they're still trying to get their rest in. That would be a wild card. But you're right, Romine will definitely be behind the plate. The question mark is, will they DH Gary? Gary has been swinging a good bat, but he's still fresh off the DL. I want to be shocked if they just gave him the day off.
Me neither. But I'm rooting for what I just said.
Yeah, and it really is interesting because, I mean, Cam Maben did some Cam Maben stuff last night. It wasn't crazy impressive. You can't rest Talkman back-to-back days. He doesn't deserve that because he has been great. So, yeah, Talk Daddy's in there. If I find a way to bench Ford, not to be rude to him, but I understand playing him some innings at first base can help this team. But Ford on the bench, I'll go on a limb. I'll say they rest Gary. I wouldn't even be surprised if they do play Tyro today. But I'll assume they don't. So I also assume Urshela goes to the field. You DH. Who do I want to DH today? Maybe a DH Gardy or Maben. They've DH Maben. So I don't know. That's the first what to watch for, Jim. We've added a what to watch for. How about that?
Well, it's the lineup. Anyone listening probably already knows the lineup. So there's a different aspect. But yeah. I'd like to see Gary DHing. But with the day game tomorrow, I can see them giving the full day off. But earlier in the season, when he was swinging a hot bat, they ran him. They didn't always fully sit him. And maybe maybe they think that's why he got hurt. They overdid it, and he'll sit today. Or maybe they're like, nah, he's swinging out bat. Let's play him. But I'd put Ford, Cam, Tyra on the bench. I don't care about what order they're in, 1 through 9. Stack the G's, put Mikey T at the bottom, and DJ and Judge at the top.
Get weird with it. That's what I say.
You do say that.
I do say that.
All right, so we did our brand new segment, Guess the Lineup.
Guess the lineup. First time.
It's we do know the pitching. It's James Paxton versus Zach Plesac.
Yeah.
Paxton, who did it? James Smythe had a good stat the other day. No, I think it was Yankee Source. 6 of Paxton's last 8 games have been like 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs.
Yeah.
That's rather good.
I mean, it's Paxton, man. It's you know it more than most people. There's odds are there could be a blindly frustrating first inning. If he gets settled in, he can look like one of the best pitchers in baseball. And every now and then he's going to mix in a bad one. It'd be a hell of a day.
Yeah,
like we've been saying. Yankee fans like to get huffy puffy. And what was the game he got knocked around against the Red Sox? Or no, he actually pitched good against the Red Sox, right? He just got knocked around in the first inning. At the start before that against the Red Sox, he got knocked around. But his last 3, Jim, I mean, if we want to keep it a little tighter, I mean, 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 6.21, 6 innings, 3. So, yeah, and then before that, Boston, Colorado were bad, but there's a run of 3 good starts before that. So, I don't know. His ERA is at 4.4. You can't measure everything on ERA, obviously, especially if you have a couple clunkers in there. But I don't know. I mean, Pax Daddy, we should feel more confident than we do in him today. But at the same time, if he went out and got knocked around in 3 or 4 innings, we wouldn't be surprised. Which Paxton needs to get that out of his reputation.
Yeah, right. Like I think we're like 2 away from me saying, okay, I have a little bit of trust in Paxton. I should have a lot of trust in him. 6 of his last 8 have been quality starts or better. That should, but it doesn't feel that way because the bad feels so bad.
The first innings suck, and I mean, if you throw up duds as a starting pitcher, that's something you can't really shake. And I mean, Paxton's got the 7 earned runs against Boston. It was 7 runs against Colorado, only 4 earned, but that is what it is. I mean, 6 earned runs in the month of June against Toronto and the Mets. And then he was good Paxton, and then that kind of led up to his injury. But in every month that he's got 5 starts or more, he has 1 start of 5+ earned runs. And I don't know. I know you could do that with a lot of starters, but they're usually ugly ones. So Paxton just needs to start shaking those. Like, have your bad day be 5 innings pitched, 4 earned runs. And that would be a huge leap for Paxton. Huge.
All right. Plesac, on the other hand. Well, let's look at Paxton versus this Indians team first. Let's see. Who do we got to watch out for? Wow. Puig's the only one with a homer off Paxton out of this Indians crew. Are you scared how much you like Are you scared how much you like Puig because he's such a lightning rod?
No. I do think it's funny that like he's probably one of the few people that I'd actually use the word electric like genuinely. Like normally I would use the word electric like if there's a fat guy dancing in the bleachers, I'd be like absolute electricity. So I guess that is honest too. But Puig's the only one, and we heard the WPIX, the Whippix booth, talking about it last night. They were saying, like, Paulio was just laughing. He was doing what I do, because Puig, everything is his own way, whether it's just catching a fly ball. When he threw out the runner at home yesterday, I mean, just almost a little league bait and switch. Like, I'll just stand here flat-footed and catch this. I'm not worried about you running home. Oh, wait, cannon time. You're out by 3 steps. And he's just so much fun to watch.
The tongue out stuff. I get a straight up kick out of watching Puig play baseball.
Sexual, too.
Yeah. It was pretty good. I mean, I don't know. It's fun. But he has a home run versus Paxton, so watch out for that. Kipnis and Ramirez have doubles off of Paxton. Look at this. Jason Kipnis, 5 for 10.
Wow, a little lefty on lefty crime, huh?
Yeah. That's a bummer. It's a bummer. Throw a 102-mile-per-hour fastball high and away.
Can't touch it.
Can't touch it. So just do that, Paxton.
Easy.
Zach Plesac's on the other side of the mound. Jake?
Your guy.
You like him?
I do, man. I think it's funny. I haven't said this in a while, but I love how certain organizations build themselves, and you can always kind of believe in something. Man, the Cleveland Indians apparently are vested in their young arms because they just keep reeling them off, man. I mean, we saw Savali last night. He had some good stuff. Plesac, it does make sense when you start thinking about them getting rid of Bauer. Kluber was on the block for a little bit. But yeah, I mean, this guy's got some MLB lineage, the nephew of Dan Plesac. Love talking about that. And he's having a great year, Jim. I mean, what would we be saying about a Yankees starting pitcher that's 77 innings pitched with a 3.27 ERA? They'd be the best on our team. So it's funny how different teams are built in that, Zach's kind of been dealing for them. So yeah, we'll see. I will say this, Jim, his FIP, I know you're a huge FIP guy. His FIP isn't that incredible, but Jim, I mean, he's what we were talking about with Paxton before. This guy, how many starts does he have? 14. He's only got one blow up. And it was against the Baltimore Orioles. Because guess what, people? The Orioles can hit. They just can't pitch. But yeah, Jim, every other start has been really solid. There's only 2 4 earned runs after that. There's 1 3 earned. Everything else. So let's see. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 of his starts have been 2 runs or less.
Damn.
He's having a great year.
He opened the year up as basically a 2-pitch pitcher. He threw a 4-seam fastball and a changeup. And then he drastically dropped the changeup and upped his slider. And then it was a 4-seam with a change and slider. And now, Jake, the change is back up, but the slider's back up, and the 4-seam's down. He's a 3-pitch pitcher. Kind of interesting. It's drastically changed, and he's been good throughout.
And I think it's funny, and maybe there was an injury I didn't know about, but it doesn't look like he did an IL stint. But there's a couple starts there that it looks like they only threw him 40, 50 pitches. So I wonder if that was he's doing well, we have to save him for later in the year. That's what we've been talking about with Domingo, but he had his IL stint. It looks like the Yankees are playing off that a little bit. But yeah, man, what a year for Zach Plesac.
Who do you think's one Yankee has a home run off Plesac? He's not playing today. Guess who it is?
Greg Bird.
No, Aaron Hicks.
Aaron Hicks to the sticks.
We've only seen Plesac in 1 game. The most amount of at bats anyone has versus him is 3.
Yeah, and that was his 3rd start, 7 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 5 Ks.
Didi got to him, 2 hits.
And it looks like the majority of his starts look like he's a fly ball guy, so the friendlier confines in Cleveland might help him out there where they may not at the stadium. Little what to watch for.
Do you have a real what to watch for, or is it hard without the lineup?
It's a little difficult without the lineups. I guess I'll go with that, Jim. We've got another young kid going on the mound at Yankee Stadium for the first time. Savali was the local boy. I think there is something to get into them early, obviously. And I know you could say that about any game, but a veteran, and actually, no, you can't say that about every game, Jim. Look at both pitchers we have on the mound today. James Paxton, if he gives up 1 run in the first, almost a win still, which is he probably will because he's got to go through Lindor, Greg Allen, and Carlos Santana. I don't mind too much getting all those switch hitters hitting righty, but you do get Puig hitting righty there. The Indians are a really fun team to play with all their switchies and all that. But if James Paxton gives up one, hell, even two in the first, we kind of shrug and we're like, all right, Pax, settle down, give us 6 innings, 2 earned runs. Like, that's it. Plesac, if he gives up 1 or 2 in the first, you wonder, does he settle down? Or, can the Yankees get him going? Or even if not, with Savali last night, I mean, those runs we got early were our best chance to get runs. So let's that's what we're watching out for. I mean, always with Paxton, but I think with a young guy having a good year who gives up a lot of fly balls, I think that's important.
Would you be upset if Paxton high-fived a guy after he gave up a home run off him?
Yes.
Me too. But I do agree with your stance in Little League.
Yeah. I mean, it's Hard-O City. If you're okay with the Little League kid, or if you're not okay with the Little League kid giving the high five, then you're the Hard-O at drinking softball that's screaming and yelling at everyone that you're like, whoa, that guy kind of sucks, huh? Well, that's who you are. That's what you're promoting.
I'm also fine with a Little Leaguer who's so mad he doesn't give a high five. I'm fine both ways. Yeah, fine both ways.
Show some emotion and learn from it.
Show some emotion, learn from it. Wow, Lindsay Adler just asked, more importantly, will John Boy start doing college football breakdowns for games when you're on the sideline? Can you just breakdowns of Hollywood Harvey's studio work?
Love Hollywood Harvey. That's really good.
Hollywood Harvey, a breakdown. Yes.
No. Yes.
Jakey.
You ever what to watch for?
Judge. He needs to put 2 good games in a row.
And Judge.
He looked better yesterday.
Yeah.
Do you know what my favorite at-bat was of his? And it's weird, but I'm honest. 3-2 pitch. Ball was definitely a ball. It wasn't low. It was high, but it was definitely a ball. And Judge looked like he was in swing mode, like just to try and he was going to swing. He flied out to Puig. But I just love that he swung at a ball. Like, he should want to hit.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm sick of him taking borderline pitches, being upset that they don't go his way. Take it out of the ump's hands. If you're going to get out of a slump, you need to hit your way out of the slump. So you need to swing the bat to hit the ball.
My favorite at bat was the 4-pitch walk from the Grosso that was thrown underarm, and it's like, okay, what are we doing here? It missed a clear strike. And Jim, I think as much as my admiration for Paul O'Neill, and we do have our moments of, I won't lump Paul O'Neill with bad brain, but just kind of excited, happy to be there brain, kind of puppy dog brain. He had one of his best analysis of the season. He said, you walk away from a game, especially when you're in a bad place like Judge was, that he had 4 good at bats. And then you try to go to the next game and you say, okay, let me put together another good 4 at bats. Like, even if you make outs, if you're having good at bats, like, it comes together, because baseball is just a tough sport. You can hit the ball as hard as you can, but if it's right at the shortstop, it doesn't matter. So just keep putting together 4 good at bats, and then it's all going to figure itself out.
He had 7 Ks in the last 2 games, 4 in the game before. I think he had 0 Ks yesterday. I think that's why I like that, like 3-2. Let me put the ball in play and see what happens, instead of taking a pitch and seeing what happens. Because
the ump decided.
Yeah. So let's see if Judge can stack good games back to back. If he comes out and does another 4-pitch, 4-strikeout game today, then we're back to square one. But
they did say they wanted to rest Judge 1 game this series, so that also could be today.
That would be dumb. I know they don't really believe in hot.
Ruin your what to watch for.
I know they don't believe in hot, but that would be so dumb.
Yeah.
He just had his best game in a month.
And I think there is a chance that it was a very press conference quote. Like, if Judge was having, if he kept struggling, they would just say, yeah, we've been trying to get him a rest day anyways. But if he does have a good game, like, oh, yes, we do want to keep playing that guy.
Yeah, that's crazy. crazy. All right, Homer draft. It's the Homer draft.
Everybody now.
Everybody now.
Everyone in Minnesota.
Everyone in this bodega.
Okay.
2 different places.
Yeah.
As in one tiny bodega. There's 5 of us in there, and we were all pretty tired just getting coffee and snacks. You were in the whole state of Minnesota.
Yeah. 10,000 lakes.
Yeah. Land of lakes, which is kind of fun because land and water are kind of different.
A land o' lakes. Huh. How about that?
You get it? Cool.
Jim, nobody got on the board yesterday.
Yeah, it's bullshit, right?
Yeah.
We want homers, so
Bullshit,
hit homers.
Bullshit.
So, I get the first pick today. It's kind of tough not knowing the lineup.
Ooh, this is some serious roulette.
All right. If we choose someone that's not in the lineup, when the lineup comes out, can we audible via
we could
Twitter?
talk about it. We could talk about it for sure.
I'm taking Judge with my first pick, but if he's not in the lineup, I get to audible on Twitter.
Yeah, no, I guess we can have addendums. I won't actually put up a tough guy front on that.
Then I fucking change it. Judge gets a pin shit homer.
Jimmy, I'm gonna go with Gio to God because he DH'd yesterday, right? So they'll have him at third today for sure.
Yeah.
And he's really good. So give me Gio Urshela, and let me go with. Again, this is a little risky, but I don't think they'll sit him back-to-back days. Give me Mike Talkman.
Wow. How many?
I'm seeing a little Plesac hanger that Talkie puts in the bleachers. Oh, I like it now.
Has Talkman been struggling or just not playing as much lately?
I don't think he's been as crazy hot, but I think he was still a couple slappers and he was taking his walks. I'll try to confirm via game log.
He's 0 for his last 7. No, he's slumping, Jake. His last 5 games, he has 2 hits.
Yeah, his last 5.
Yes, it's a mini slump, but 2 for 19. So yeah, you can use a big game if he gets in there. Especially now that it matters. It's not Baltimore. He thrives off emotion, it seems like, so cool. All right, I cannot take... Oh, holy smokes, I can take Gary?
He's a huge, we don't know if he's playing. No.
I know, I just never got to game 3 of a series, and I have Gary on the board.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'll take him tomorrow because you have him today. So I will take Judge. You have him yesterday. I will take Judge and Romine.
Nice.
How do you like that?
Yeah, I thought about Romine because he was the other safest bet in the lineup, to be honest. But, yeah, and he's been swinging a good stick.
Romine. I'm 2 for 2 on Higgy calls, so I'll just be backup catcher home run calls. So it's Judge and Romine versus Gio Urshela and Mikey Talkman. Jake, we hammered the over-under yesterday. We were all over it. Pretty easy. It was 10.5. It ended at 5.
We got it right.
It's like tanks rounding into form.
Yeah.
Vegas. You dummies.
Don't be dumb about it.
What do you think it is today? Paxton, Plesac? I'm gonna guess they drop it to 10. They're too scared to go to 9.5.
I think they might go 9.5.
They may. I think they're too scared. What's Vegas doing?
I think they could be scared. Let's see. Vegas says, and she writes. Okay, they're talking about Daniel Jones. Don't really care about that for sure.
My eyes are watering.
Talking about Puig's throw to home plate. Nice, but we don't fully care about that.
If you Google Yankees right now, that article comes up. Mr. Pizza Face told me in the chat. So if you Google Yankees, the first article that comes up is John Boy is good for baseball.
Senor Pizza Face. Jimmy, the over-under today is 10.
I knew it. Those pussies. I think I'm on like an incredible streak at guessing what Vegas has the over-under.
Yeah, 4.
That's probably the longest streak we've ever had.
It's good.
It's incredible. I'm the best.
I normally disagree for the audience entertainment.
They should have went 9.5, like what they should have done, but they're a bunch of pussies.
Wow.
I'm taking the under again. We had a really nice, good baseball game yesterday. I'm gonna believe in Paxton. Tough first inning though, because those first 3 batters are gonna be tough. I think he gives up 1 or 2 in the first, but then holds serve.
Jim, I think I'm gonna go over.
Right.
And not necessarily shots fired at Paxton. I think I'm kind of sending a Plesac. I mean, the Yankees get to see him for a second time. I know you're somewhat a believer in that with young players. And I don't know, fly ball guy at the stadium, nice day. You're going to be in the building. I think we get some yabos going.
You just gave me a thought. Plesac's a rookie,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
Has he seen a team twice yet?
I'm guessing he has because it's 14 starts. I'll double check now. Let's see.
I saw Detroit twice, but that doesn't really count for much.
Detroit twice and Kansas City 3 times, which, again, almost both of those don't count. He's seen Boston twice. Boston was his first career start and his last start. In his first start, he went 5.11 earned runs. His next time around, he went 5 innings pitched, 3 earned runs.
7 hits and 4 hits.
Yeah, so they did a little better. But I guess in a similar note, he has seen Texas twice, but he's done really well against them both times. So maybe that's a matchup thing. But I don't know. There's inklings of that. I'm spinning the fly balls at the stadium theory for sure.
This just lights up the Central has so many bad teams.
Yeah.
Like, he's faced the White Sox, Detroit twice, and Kansas City Royals 3 times. 6 of his 14 starts have come against teams actively trying to lose.
Yeah.
Hard to, be a believer in someone. I know that all baseball is good, but I wish when I saw his game log it was more Houston. And Houston, he went 5 innings pitched, 4 earned runs. I wish it was more like Houston, Rays, Yankees, Cleveland, or Minnesota, across the board.
Yeah, it's a little tough. You'd like to see a Minnesota in there at least because he hasn't faced them yet. So, because that's in their division. But, his one start against Baltimore was his worst start.
They got bats.
At Chicago White Sox on June 2nd when he faced them, I mean, they weren't like a bottom blood-sucking team then,
No, but they're still, no hope for the season from the jump.
Right, but I mean, most of the league is no hope for the season.
I know, that's the problem, really.
That is the catch-22 of it all, as they say in the Land O'Lakes section.
And you can only play who's on your schedule. I get all that. I'm just saying.
And you gotta, you know what? Because if you try to play off your schedule, you're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, you're not playing here today.
Just keep showing up at Houston.
Yeah,
guys.
No, I need to play someone good.
We are not leaving the visitors' locker room. Guys, we're on a road trip. We're not even here.
Man Beezy said, turn to the chat. Man Beezy said, can you guys just give me the predictions?
No, they've got a good point, though.
I don't know what that means.
I'm kind of on their side. Yankees win 7-5. There it is.
7. Oh, we've never done that. We do that very sparingly.
Yeah.
Well,
I think they were kind of joking, too.
Oh, okay. 7-5. No, it's not going to be that. Because I chose the under.
I think.
Because I chose the under. So
right. I took the over, so we're going to have different predictions.
We're looking at a 6-2 or 6-3 win.
Except there was one game There was one game you and I took the over. We took the under, but we did a random. Do we think there's going to be 2.5 or more homers in this game? And we were like, oh yeah, way over.
And then we took the under.
And it happened instantly.
We're dumb. You got a bad brain. Yo, did you hear that update on Breivik? I mean, I tweeted at you, but like,
Yeah.
Breivik took his bad brain to Scranton. They said he
no
tried.
baseball IQ.
Clint Frazier was up. He tried to steal second, and he got thrown out instantly. It's like, why?
By a mile.
Oh, Jake, did you catch any of Bill Walton during the White Sox game?
I did.
Seems up your alley. It's not up mine. People keep attacking me.
It's just Bill Walton. There's no other angle around it. Like if you're in on Bill, you're in. If you're out, you're out. You're not wrong either way.
Yeah, he's a guy in doses. Like if he sat down for an inning, but he did the whole game.
Yeah.
So if he sat down for an inning and dropped 5 lines, I'd be like, ha. The whole game, it's kind of like, dude, be normal.
Yeah. And
like I don't like people that can't be normal.
Right. And I actually had that thought process, like, oh my god, imagine having to spend like a plane ride with Bill Walton, like that would be a nightmare.
No, it'd be like that's how I felt. Like I felt held hostage trying to watch that broadcast. I was like, I don't want to sit through this for 3 hours.
No.
So
and I watch a lot of his when he's calling basketball games, and yeah, you have to have a flip channel because you have to be able to like get out of there at some point.
Yeah.
But I mean, I do love some of the tangents, obviously. But like, he would trip us up. Like if he did the first inning of a Yankee game, he'd be like, Aaron James Judge. I mean, have you seen a specimen like this? Why isn't he on the hard court? Arizona, recruit this man.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, cool. But then he does that for every player. And you're like, all right, guy.
Yeah. That's how I feel. All right, give us those famous last words. Thank you. Where did you guys? Where am I sitting today? I'm actually not sure yet. I got tickets at Will Call. So
a trout swimming upstream.
That was a good one.
See, Caliendo does a Bill Walton impression, so I can do an impression of that impression.
Nice.
Sucks.
Why are you guys so confident on the Yankees winning? Well, it's a Yankees podcast.
Yeah,
so
Yankees pregame show.
Yankees pregame show. So to sit here and just say, like, the Yankees, I think they're going to lose this one, would be rather dumb and like boring. We've said I think this is going to be a hard game. Also, Yankees currently have the best record in the American League.
Yeah. They're the favorite in almost all of their games.
So if you were to say, like, which AL team should their fan base have the most confidence in, it's the Yankees.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the lineup just dropped, so let's look at it real quick.
Oh, this is exciting. I like this. This is how we end it. By the way, Yankees are big favorites, and if you just bet the Yankees to win, it would be $10 to win like 5.
Yeah.
So.
Fuck, Gary's sitting. And Judge is sitting? Oh, fuck. That's fucking stupid. Gardner leading off. LeMahieu batting second. Urshela, Didi DHing.
Estrada too, damn.
Glaber at short. Maben in right. Talkman at left. Romine, Estrada. Can we treat a series against a good team like a series against a good team? I know that this is what they do, and I've come to accept it. But Judge just having a good game and now sitting. And Gary, fine. I'll allow that one. But I think if you're going to do Judge, you got to do Gary. You can't do both in the same game.
Yeah, Judge you play today to see if it is hot, and then you rest them tomorrow either way. And that's the Yankee deal with the devil you'd have to make. Resting them both today is tough.
So much wasted breath at the start of this show. That's why I hate lineup predictions with all the being in my heart. Nothing's a bigger waste of time.
I did pretty good.
You did. Well, you didn't have Judge out, did you?
I said there's a good chance. I said there's a good chance they play Tyro too, because
Yeah,
that
but you
middle.
didn't give a prediction. You just said there's a good chance of things happening.
You came in hot.
Yeah. That's
And
stupid.
Gary being fresh off the IL, I mean that.
I'm fine with that. I understand that one. Judge, I think, is really dumb. So I got to change my homer draft. So I'm changing it from Judge to... The fuck, I just lost it. Who's in the lineup? All right, whatever. I took Didi already. I can't take Didi. Who can I take? Should I take the young Prince? You have Talkman and Gio. I can't take Didi. I can't take Glaber. That's who I wanted next. I can't take Gio. Fuck it. Give me DJ LeMahieu.
Nice. Two-hole LeMahieu too, so that's big.
And I also don't want Romine anymore. Now I don't have Judge, so whatever. I'm mad.
Wow.
I'll be at the game, though. Cheering.
Sour end.
Cheering. Eating my Steakhouse Elite Burger. Sponsor of the pregame show. We will see you later. Jake, hit him with those last words that you always say consistently and constantly.
Berkeley.
Berkeley?